Come, Sai, Lord incarnate, give us your darshan. You are the Lord and Creator. You are the Lord of creation. You are the Rama, you are the Krishna. You are the Lord and Provider. You are the Lord and Provider. You are creator, you are protector, you are destroyer of darkness, you are destroyer of darkness. Come, Sai, Lord incarnate, give us your darshan. You are the Lord and Creator, you are the Lord of creation. You are the Rama, you are the Krishna, you are the Lord and Provider. You are the Lord and Provider. You are creator, you are protector, you are destroyer of darkness, you are destroyer of darkness. You are destroyer of darkness, you are destroyer of darkness. Light of God. Thank you, Baba. When you realize your reality that I am, you feel relieved. You are feeling good and you think it's the I am that makes you feel good. No, it's the experience and the understanding that you are not all this what your mind made you believe. That dream form which had also so many troubles and fighting to go through. Why would mind want you to be unhappy before you can feel happy? The real I am never left itself. It doesn't need to go out. It is not relieved with itself because it never went away. It's truly always there. And when you experience the opposite of I am, the reality, well, you can say it's not real because reality has no opposite. It's the only thing what exists. Ocean of blissful awareness of self-being. And what mind is it that tells you that you have to go through all pain and troubles and awful experiences before you are good enough to feel a little bit of this bliss that you really are? What kind of mind is it that tells you that you have to suffer and feel pain all the time before you are allowed to realize yourself? Self never left itself. The reality never went into its opposite. It's not true. And the mind made you believe that you did. That you made a whole world with opposites and dualism. And that you had to do good and not bad. And that you you were punished and you had good points when you did well. It's only mind. What kind of mind makes you suffer like that? And it goes on, if you go on believing it. Mind needs to be negative, because when it's positive, it has no influence on you, and it wants to control you. And you keep on believing, and you keep on struggling and fighting, and finally when you believe that there is something more, you have gone so much long way to do good and to make all your mistakes right and to blah blah blah. That's all in the same mind story. And then from time to time you can feel relieved, because you can start feeling the I am. But it never happened. When you feel relieved, you don't feel I am. I am has no relief. It never went into pain. It never went into its opposite. It's self-aware. And that's the only reality, eternal. All the rest it's not even dream. From a dream you can wake up, but reality cannot wake up from itself. What you are is I am. That's it. Never was anything else. It never was shaken even. It never vibrated. It never placed itself in another realm. It was not true. Dream, mind, suffering, it was not true. Relief, it was not true. It is not true. Only I am. That. You might feel sad when you know that your life is going to the end, 70, 80, 90, and then you look back to your sister who is the same age, with gray hair, and how you played together in the streets and had a new bike and were excited and went to school, and then you see her having trouble to walk and growing older, and you see her end coming as well. And you know you too are going. That can give a sad feeling, but it is also an enormous happiness to have experienced that connection of two souls in a life, and then you are grateful. And you can let go, because finally, when you really understand life, you know it is the dream of God. God dreams this way. God is the silent energy, is not moving and starts to move vibrate. That silence which is everywhere in us and in and out, everywhere is this silent, but it starts to vibrate. And vibration needs place and time. Vibration needs the place to be able to move in, and time to move from here to there. And that's why our bodies were grown around that silence. The silence doesn't move, but the body around it moves. And then there is this whole grand idea of bodies in a world, in a place where they can move and act. And then the feeling inside, the missing. There is something missing. When you move and you go towards something, you want to get something, you want to feel that missing part, and you want to get it, you go for it, but it's not there in the moving world. The missing part is the silence inside. And then you forget, and you grow up, and you do things, and you go to school, and you see the family and the sister, and you have fun, and you well, there are bad times, and you have pain, and all this is in this moving part of the silence inside, which is always silence, but one part of it started to move. But when you finally have gone through all the movements and the duality of joy and pain, and seeing that pain and movement in the other that you love so much, your husband, your children, your wife, your sisters, your brother, whatever, your parents, you see the parents go up and go down, and life is full of blissful pain. You see the bliss of the pain, what it gives you. When you have suffered, you feel the gift of God. God, that silence inside, which you are, but you couldn't touch it. You cannot touch the silence inside, but it touches you. When you start to move away from it, the silence is with you, and it's always there. You can always count on it. And you can call it God. And God is there to provide and to help, to destroy darkness, to destroy the pain and the unawareness, the ignorance. The silence is always with you. And it destroys the darkness in you, and it makes you see that it was a grandeur of a dream. This whole story of your life, it was not really moving. You don't have parents and sisters, and you don't have pain. But it brought you the greatest bliss you cannot hold. You cannot behold that pain, that bliss. You cannot hold the pain, but you cannot hold the bliss. Neither you go, you explode in this tremendous knowledge of being what you are. You are that silence, and all the time you were that silence while you moved and you gained and you lost. It was a story, it was a tremendous journey through yourself. You cannot lose anything. There's only win. There's only win the self, the blissful being that you are. And you will love all around you, because they are that same loving silence in you, and the moving part of you. All one. It's all the same silence with its vibrations. It will go on, and it will be more and more blissful. It brings you so much bliss. There is no pain. There was only a moment of non-understanding, that it was the bliss of the love of God that showed you, hey, come, not there. That's not, the pain is not there. Come back. I showed you the pain to know it was bliss, it was the gift of God. And that's what, when you reach the silence, the bliss, the bliss of yourself. Great journey through life. Happy. It brought just happiness. Let it be, let it. Bliss, happiness is what is. Wherever you are, moving or in silence, it's the same bliss. Come, Sai, Lord incarnate, give us your darshan. You are the Lord of creation. You are the Lord of creation. You are the Rama, you are the Krishna. You are the Lord and provider. You are a Lord and provider. You are creator, you of darkness. You are destroyer of darkness. Oh, Sainarayana Darshana Dijo, Tumio Jagara Virata, Tumio Jagara Virata, Tumio Rama, Tumio Krishna, Tumio Vishva Virata, Tumio Vishva Virata, Tumio Brahma, Tumio Vishnu, Tumio Shankara Rupa, Tumio Shankara Rupa. Come, Sai, Lord incarnate, give us your darshan. You are the Lord of creation. You are the Lord of creation. You are the Rama, you are the Krishna. You are the Lord and provider. You are the Lord and provider. You are creator, you are protector. You are destroyer of darkness. You are destroyer of darkness. Bum, 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 bum. Life really is becoming like a movie. I see the sun in the garden and I see somebody making a cup of coffee. And then I remember I saw this morning this form brushing the teeth and walking the stairs. Then remembering I went up the stairs and was I upstairs? Yes. Oh yes, I took this or took that. I went for this. I see the movie of myself, movements from the body, but I am consciousness. I am aware of the movements. There is distance. Although I am in, I also can see myself at a distance. And sometimes when I lay in bed, I don't feel just the weight of the body on the bed. It's a sort of heaviness, but I cannot remember. I am in it. And still I am not out. I am not far away in the cosmos, in the formless state. I am everything. And still I am not. That's what happens when you are concentrating on the illusion of this world, that it really starts to be illusion. It is, but you are not aware of it and you realize the day and cold or warmth, and you feel sensations, and that's the normal life. You like for this, long for this, or you don't like it. That's what people do. They see something, they go after it. They always only in the body. It's all they know. The body, this here, and the objects there. Get it, take it. Nice, I have it. But as you come to know that it will not give you pleasure, something is changing. Then you see, what gives me pleasure is feeling the self, the reality in this body. And then you know this body is falling apart soon. And you don't care. It's on the contrary, you are longing for that moment that you can go out. And every night when you lay down your head on the cushion, there is this and you are gone, but you have not noticed it. And hours later, the body starts moving and coming out of the bed. You haven't noticed that you went in it. You have nothing to do with the body. It obeys what it has to be doing, has to be done. Taking the food and walking, and well, what you do in the day is what comes up. For me, it's more like being busy with the reality, the soul, and all the rest is illusion. When it doesn't feed the soul, let it go, because it gives you the greatest gift that you thought you could find in the illusionary world. The planet doesn't even exist. The body that you are in is dream. And when you wake up in the morning, the dream starts. The body starts to take over, and the mind goes with the body in movements and wantings and longings, and I'm not happy. That's what the mind does, makes you long for. Always longing to long for makes you longer, the distance greater. And when you realize after so many lives there is nothing to long for, then all falls away, and instead of being nothing, there is no thing that makes you happy. Not a single thing that was imagined can make you happy. Only a piece of joy for a second, and then the grief came, because the longing did not stop. Longing is to be without. Be without all that. Be without the illusion. But it's not that the illusion has to go away, but you know it is illusion. Like you have a nice book. You don't throw the book away because it's not true. No, you enjoy it. And that's okay. You can enjoy this illusion, but nothing can persuade you that it is real. There is no more mind making this real. The mind it is evaporated. And what is the soul. The living soul is radiance. There is a body around it still. Well, it likes a good glass of wine in the evening. It enjoys it. And if there's no wine, there is the joy of being. But there's nothing to be pushed away and nothing to get. It is fulfillment of the soul. The soul found the reality. And it took me long. It was a battle, because there was so much happenings in this life. It was the karma of old past lives that gathered in a huge sack on my back, and I finished the karma. I went through it, and life is going on, and body is there. So it is not in vain that you go through the struggle. It is time to go through it, and it is time to realize that it was only a struggle in the story of your mind. Be blessed, be blessed. Blessed, blessed, blessed. Reality is finishing the illusion. What else to say? Nothing. Grateful for the whole journey to reach the self.